Hello guys, this is Jeannie with Jeannie Plays, and I am building a trailer for the up and coming Strangerville expansion pack. No, it's a game pack, excuse me. This is based off of a house I lived in and also the Strangerville game pack, so I kind of wanted to theme it off of both. So here I am just building the basic house. I do change the stairs, I move everything over, then I fix the hole in the house because, didn't realize it was there for a long time. I was trying to figure out awning and everything else, and I don't know what I was looking for here. I was looking for awning, that's what it was. I was trying to get a porch, a covered porch, and I was so focused on that there's a giant gap in the house, and I don't realize this for a long time. Anyway, but when I do realize it, I do get it fixed, and then I move over the stairs and put a door in that looks really nice. Yeah, here I am putting the spandrel, the little pedestal things for the roof whenever I decide to fix that. So yeah, here we go. Most of the time I do actually do the work on the outside first and then I do the inside. So I'm doing that right now. I'm putting the door in. Love this door, thought it was pretty, and plus the place I lived at had a door similar to this, so I wanted to use that. And I couldn't figure out what roof to go with, and I was playing with them for a while. Here's one of my mini roof designs that did not work, I did not like, and plus I couldn't fix a another roof that I wanted over the porch area, so I decided to go with something else. And then there's the siding. I figured a simple siding would actually work, because, well, most trailers are simple, they're not extra, I guess you could say. I'm putting the windows in. Of course I move these around and change them as I actually get the layout done, but like I said, I do a lot of the outside first, and then I'll go in and do the inside and then change things as I need to. So the next step is to put the flooring on the porch, and then I guess I'll do the roof now for the porch, and then I'll change the roof like 20 times because that's literally what I did. It took me like an hour to actually get this roof the way I wanted to. I'm not used to building roofs as much on the computer. I played on the PlayStation for a while because my old computer sucked. So I'm having trouble remembering what I'm supposed to do and why is this roof look so stupid, going through all that. And it took me a minute on this roof to figure out how to lower it so it wasn't so high. I'm like, why in the heck is this so high? But here I finally fixed it, and then I skipped ahead to get the porch right. And this one, I thought it looked weird for some reason. I was like, why does this look like this? So I do finally fix that. Here in a few seconds I'll delete all of it and then start with just the porch. Yet here I am trying to figure out, okay, well that roof won't work, so what about this one? It looks stupid. Okay, let's delete that. Yeah, and then here I delete this and put it back on and then actually fix it, and it looks a lot better. I duplicate it, and of course it gets fixed. It doesn't look stupid by the time I'm done with it. But at first it's like iffy. You're probably sitting there going, what the heck are you doing? That's how I felt. Like, what the heck am I doing? Pretty much. And then the whole entire house gets expanded too. I forgot to put my windows back up there. I was going to, and then I completely forgot. So yeah, because I put a carport in later on and another roof. So anyway, but here I am doing the layout. That's going to be the kitchen over there, like a galley top kitchen. That's the master bedroom, and then this is where I extend everything because I realized I need to put a bathroom over there as well, because like I said, I'm basing this off of a house that I actually owned. So, and this is where I decided a carport would be a great idea. So that's what I do. I start putting I put a door over here because this was my kitchen door at the house that I lived at, and I didn't put any railing. I did at first. I'm like, wait, I didn't have any railing at the other house, so I just decided to take that off. So I get that sorted, get the door sorted, and I forget to put the doors on some of those rooms, but I do actually put the doors on. Here I am trying to figure out what door to put on the bathroom because I had French doors in my house. So I was like, I want to kind of replicate that as much as I can. So I actually put in some really nice glass doors. I think it's the sliding door that yeah, that's the sliding door I used. So I start kind of pre-decorating the inside and kind of pre-doing some of that right now, doing the ugly linoleum because that's what I had, and then doing, the general layout of the place. And I was going to do 3 bedrooms. It's like there's no way I can do 3 bedrooms in here. So instead, I scrap that and change it to where it is 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. So I don't know, do I put the doors in there? Yeah, I actually put the doors in. Holy, I forgot to put that door in though to go to that bedroom, but I do put it in later on before I uploaded it to the gallery. And then here's putting in some pretty lights to kind of light up the place so I can actually see what I'm doing. And let's see, I probably go to the carport. Yep, here I am going to the carport trying to get this to work. It took me a minute to figure out how to do it. At first I was like, okay, I'm gonna put it up to the house, but I can't because it's 2 separate levels. So in hindsight, I actually should have went and put it in. I've seen this done before on the Sim Supplies videos where he actually goes in and puts like the foundation in, delete the floor, and then delete some of the walls to kind of make it those pillars. But I don't think of that, so here I am just kind of doing it this way. I think it looks fine this way. I would like to have the roof butted up to the house, but I couldn't. There was no way to do that, unfortunately. And I was playing with the idea of having it go the opposite way, but I decided to make it go the same way as the other roof. For some reason, the game decided to delete my other roof. I don't really know why. It goes almost to the house, so I'm not really upset about that. I was trying to get it to go further back, but it wouldn't do that. So yeah, I had to redo that roof. It deleted it whenever I saved the game and came back to finish the house. So it's not perfect. I was going to try to put some like flooring or something there so that I can butt it up to the house, but I just could not do it. So, and here I'm trying to make something here to see if I can make it go further back, put flooring down and make it go further back, but no. Then I fixed the uneven pedestal things because that was driving me insane. I was like, okay, no, I gotta have one muted. So that's what I did. And then I'm putting in cars, of course, because have a carport, you need cars. So I go with it took me a minute to find them because I could not figure out where in the heck were they. So once I found them, I used the black car, and then I used the a junky truck because I've always wanted a truck. And there's my truck. So I'm happy with that. Anyway, besides conspiracy theorists, I do believe would like have that type of car, the black car, to be inconspicuous, and then that truck too, because they have to go and haul things. I don't know what they're hauling, but they have to go haul things. So here I am trying to play with trees. I was gonna put pine trees, but I was like, wait, this is a desert, can't do that. So I only recently seen some of the Strangerville content, and there is greenery in the area. Spoiler alert, there is greenery, and I didn't realize that at the time. So if I would have known that, I would have actually put pine trees in and spread the ground with green. But I'm in Oasis Springs, if you can't tell, just letting you know. Here I am putting rocks in, trying to make it look nice, and then of course I'm moving things around to make it look even better. I like the fact that I didn't have move objects on, but I still was able to kind of overlap some of these rocks, which is great. Thank you, Sims team, for that. That's fantastic. It makes it so much better. Here I am trying to figure out what things to put. I was going to put some flowers in there, but again, I was like, that makes no sense. We're in the desert. So I decided to go in and change that to these guava plants and then the cactuses, because that actually does make sense with where we are. And I thought that corner looked a little bare, so I decided to put some more cactuses and stuff and make a mommy and a baby one. My grandmother used to call them that. I had a little cactus that actually sprouted more baby cactuses, and she'd call it the mommy and the baby, and I thought that was cute, so that's why that's in there. And I decided to spray this ground with a little walkway. So we have a walkway, which makes sense, and plus it looks better. And then I decided to go in and spray some of this around some of these plants, but then I decided I don't like it because it's too green and it's too much greenery for the desert. So I go and spray a little bit of these darker sand areas randomly on the ground plus under the trees. You really can't tell the difference, honestly, until you get in the game, but I can actually see it looking here. I couldn't see it while I was playing the game. I was like, I don't even know if I'm spraying anything on the ground. But here's some more cactuses. I decided to put some cactuses and some rocks over here because, you know, what else are you going to put over there? And I should have put that satellite. I really should have put that satellite from Get to Work, and I didn't think about it. I completely forgot, but I'm not sure if it's a debug object or not, and I just didn't use any debug objects. If you couldn't tell, these are all just normal game objects. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the kitchen yellow because my kitchen in my house was yellow, and then the living room is going to be a very pretty blue because that's exactly what it was in the house that I lived in, and like I said, I was basing it kind of on both. So that's what I did. It's pretty and it looks bright and happy, so you never can tell. The people that live here might be happy, bright conspiracy theorists. Who knows? Anyway, so I am trying to figure out what to do with the bathroom. I figured that would be nice, that tile. It looks nice in a bathroom. That's what I do there. And then I'm here trying to find kind of the cabinets that I used whenever I lived in the trailer. The trailer I had metal, old school cabinets, like really old metal cabinets. So there's not really any old metal cabinets in this game, so I had to improvise. So I used some spa day, and then I used these appliances. I really like the Jungle Adventure appliances because those are my absolutely favorite appliances. I love the cabinet. I love everything about Jungle Adventure pack. That's by far been my favorite besides Parenthood. Those two are my favorite packs, seriously. So anyway, so I go ahead and put a bin in, so I give myself kudos for that. Then I decided to put a little dining area over here because there's really nowhere else to put a dining area, and this is kind of how I had it, like I said, based off the house I lived in. So I figured like this whole entire house is pretty much eclectic. It's like someone went out to a thrift store or a yard sale and picked up a lot of these things. They didn't there's nothing cohesive in the house. Everything's different colors. Everything's kind of, you know, it's not too matchy. It's very different, and that's kind of the style I was going with because I know, you know, if you don't have a lot of money, you go pick up, and I've done this before, pick up stuff at thrift stores and stuff like. There's nothing wrong with that, and that's how I kind of wanted to do it because that's kind of how my house was too. So for real, I had a bunch of eclectic stuff, which I like. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, and so here I am trying to find a light, and I really like this light from the fitness pack. I'm having trouble with these lights. Every time I size them down, I click on it to place it, and then it sizes like 2 sizes up, then I have to do it again. So if you see me doing that multiple times, it's the game acting like that, and I don't know why. It's deleted some stuff too that I put in originally. I saved it, and then I go back into the game because I had to do something, and it deleted my bathtub which, you know, whatever. So here I'm placing some of the items I figured a conspiracy theorist would actually have in their house, like the posters, these alien looking posters, and, you know, of course you're gonna have a nice TV. And then here's something he found from the thrift store, she or whoever. So I end up moving the TV in the windows too. I decided against this couch. I like it, but I wanted to make it sectional. Couldn't make it if I could talk, a sectional, so I decided against it and get a different couch. I get a pretty nice couch. That's something he must have bought like at a nice store. He had the money to buy a couch without it being used, so that's what he does. And so I did move the window and stuff. I just didn't see it. And here's some greenery. I realized later on that I didn't really put a lot of things on my walls. So as I'm taking my screenshots, I go back in and I put more stuff on the walls. So you'll see me not put a lot of stuff on the walls, and then later on you'll actually see through the screenshots that I actually managed to put the stuff on the walls, which, you know, I like. And here I want to put a calendar because if you're a conspiracy theorist, you're going to keep up with the date and time and everything. You're going to know everything. So I figured this is great. Here I was trying to put the get to work like board that you use at the detective office, but it wouldn't work because it was too big. So I didn't realize how big the thing was. And so here I am trying to find some like little clutter things to put all over the place, like files and papers. And there's no newspaper piles that I can find. There might be somewhere, but I was looking. I was trying to make the video not like 10 million years old. What am I saying? Yeah, I didn't want it to be forever. I didn't want to have a 4-hour video. So I was trying to flip through as quick as I could, and I couldn't find like newspapers. So I found like little bills here and there and different papers. And of course I didn't use debug. So because of that, I was a little bit limited on what I actually had. I should have used that x-ray and put it in the room, but I didn't because I didn't think about it at the time. But that's okay. Here's the map, you know, all the landings of aliens or whatever is in the Strangerville. I don't even know what it is. It looks like aliens. It might not be. Who knows? So here is a desk, and I'm putting in all these books and all these like just random things like a lot of stuff from Get to Work I used. Some of it I completely forgot. Didn't use it, but some stuff I did. And I'm using as much stuff as I can from Get to Work. Like I love that element thing, so I decided that looked really cool. It looked really sciencey, and the trees keep getting in my way. And I do put a cork board in one of those little cork boards, but then I realized later that I literally put it on the ground, and it's like on the wall, but it's on the very bottom of the wall. Yeah, that needs to be fixed. I didn't fix it because I didn't see it until I was doing screenshots, and I completely forgot to fix it by the time I was done. This is my bathtub that decided to delete itself for some reason. I do fix these windows and stuff because I don't know about you, but I don't want people, even in my sim game, looking in my windows. I feel like if I put windows where people can see people taking a shower, to me it's awkward, and that's why I changed my windows. Even a Sims game, I'm going to change my windows. But here is there's that plant. For some reason, I can put it there, but it decides that no, I can't put it there later on, and it deletes my bathtub, and then I have to delete the plant in order to put the bathtub back in, and got a smaller plant. It was craziness. So I decided in the master bedroom to put this weird looking comforter. I figured, hey, found this at a thrift store, ugly comforter, and this suits the house. So that's what I did. I was trying to find a dresser to go in here or some kind of wardrobe, but nothing really fits. I finally do use a little one here in a second. I realize, yeah, that little bitty one, I figured that would actually work in here. It's not too big too. I love that. That's one of my favorites because it's tiny. So you can put it like, that's something I would have too. So that room's kind of small with a big bed. So here's some clutter, laundry piles. I put a couple of those in different spots of the bathroom too here in a bit. And then I decide to put, I was going to put a robe hanging on the wall, and then I changed that later on because I'm like, that's a giant wall with really nothing but a robe on it, so that makes no sense. Here I decided to change what shower I use. I decided to make it simple instead of the Jungle Adventure one, even though that one's my favorite, but you know, it is what it is. So here I am putting the shower, trying to figure out, rearrange it. And I was trying to figure out a rug to put in there. I couldn't find one that I really liked, so of like the smaller ones. So I decided to get a bigger one. Here in a second I'm going to do that. I'm pretty sure, yeah, here I go putting the big one, and then I change it to yellow because I thought that looked really nice. And some more succulents. So there'll be succulents also in the bedroom later on, but then I didn't put them in yet. So here I'm putting stuff on the porch, put the little grill out there, and then I'm putting the table and chairs and all that stuff. But that's about it. I'm almost done with this build, and so I do appreciate you guys watching. If you want to see some more, if you want to download this is on the gallery. My gallery ID is GenieDW83, and you can find it on there. But thank you so very much for watching, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And of course, we have security cameras because conspiracy theorists and all that good stuff. Well, I hope you have a great day. See you next time. Bye, y'all.